Good afternoon, evening, morning, whenever you're getting this. My name is Bart Winkler. This is the Bart Winkler Show. I am in a bad mood for this episode. Not because the Bucks won. The Bucks beat the Celtics. That puts me in a really good mood, actually. The Bucks beating the Celtics in this kind of game, like I do Bucks post games during the week. On the weekends, I don't do them so much. Maybe a Sunday. I'll do the All-Star game for sure. But in the playoffs, no matter when they are, I'll do them. So we'll get that going. That'll be fun. But I do them during the week. If I was like the best man at my brother's wedding on a Saturday night and this game happened, I'd be doing a post game. And I'm in a bad mood because I had to watch the Celtics. And I hate this team. And I hate what a win would have done for the narratives. I hate all that. But the Bucks won, and I'm very happy about that. And what I also hate is, I've been doing this podcast now for about 5 months or whatever. And I kind of feel like I have been pulling some punches back. I do. I kind of feel like I'm pulling some punches back. And I'm not ready to do that anymore. Look, Milwaukee is a big market. It is number 40 or whatever in the country. You've got great Bucks beat writers. You've got in Name and Ozarski. You've got guys like Gabe Stoltz and these guys, that do a good job when they cover them. From the blogosphere, Frank Madden, a great mind, living in Texas. You got Kane, who Kane does Locked On Bucks, Kane Pittman. He's half a world away. He's covering this team better than a bunch of these scrubs in Milwaukee. You've got the, who else do you got? You got the TV guys, I suppose. They're good. You've got, there's somebody else I want to mention in that realm. God, I don't want to forget anybody. But in terms of radio or podcasting or whatever this is, I'll give you Ty and Rohan and those guys, the Eurostep guys, also part of the Blue Wire Network. I'll give you those guys. I'll give you Justin Garcia, does a great job covering the Bucks with Good Karma Brands. Grant Bills, my guy Grant, does a fantastic job. Not in the Milwaukee market, but statewide does a great job, and you can stream him, of course. And Sparky can talk Bucks like no other, although he's relegated like me to podcast. Is there anybody I'm missing? I don't know. This market can't talk Bucks at all. And so what I want you to do is, if you're listening and it's the morning or whenever, I'm just going to take a second. And the reason I'm going green screen tonight, if you're on YouTube, is because I don't care where I'm broadcasting from. I'll broadcast from my basement. I'll dig a hole under my basement and broadcast. It doesn't matter where I'm physically from. What matters is that I'm running circles around these people. That's the reason they're scared, because they can't talk Bucks. If it's noon, I can't name one person by noon who can talk Bucks. And so we're here to talk Bucks, and let's talk about them. So that's the kind of mood I'm in tonight. And the Bucks beating the Celtics, man. I know they played their C team. I know it took them overtime to do it. But I hate Boston. I hate the Celtics team. They do me a funny way. Okay, there was one game the Celtics beat the Bucks a couple years ago, and I said, screw it. $500 on the line. I'll bet anybody Bucks will not lose a series to this team. Bucks ended up winning that year 4-1. And then people owe me $500. I, of course, the nice guy that I am, gave that to charity. I want to be very clear. No, haven't been. Haven't been drinking. I will explain in a second, though. I want to be very clear. I am not an asshole. I am a dick, but I am not an asshole. I have not been drinking. I am exhausted. I have one here that I might sip a little bit. Oh, Trey. Yes, Trey. Trey Crosby. That show, T's and Q's, that's a great show. I didn't mean to forget about Trey. All you MFers act like you forgot about Trey. I'm not on the gummies either. You know what I'm on? I'm on having one kid and thinking that that's exhausting. And then tonight, I babysat my kid. Well, my kid, I didn't babysit, but then my niece and nephew as well, of a similar age. So I'm on watching 3 kids for 4 hours. and then watching this Bucks Celtics game and getting to the point where I'm going crazy. Like, this is not a playoff game. And I would even contend this game kind of doesn't even matter. I mentioned Grant. This game doesn't even matter. It matters for the seeding. So if we want home court, that's where it matters. But where it doesn't matter is this is not the kind of game you're going to see in a series between these two teams. So had they lost, I'd say this, but they won. I mean, the Bucks are going to be playing a much better team than within this team we saw tonight. And they'll have pieces too. They'll have Portis back. They'll have Jay back. Giannis, that was scary for a second. But this team, this game is not reflective of the series we'll see if these two teams meet. So for that reason, I'll say, don't get too worked up that they had to fight against their scrubs. I would have said the same thing had they lost, whatever. But what we got to know tonight is the Bucks won. It helps their playoff seeding and their playoff, not just their seeding, but the tiebreaker, because these teams play 3 times. So that's important. And also, it's not even that we won. It's that we didn't lose. It's that the Celtics didn't win, because the narratives will go crazy. Oh, the Celtics could beat them with guys 6 through 10. What are guys 1 through 5 going to do? And we don't want any of that. And Derek White's really good. And Malcolm Brogdon can put up a bunch of points off the bench. And, Mike Muscala, when he's not throwing air balls, like the Celtics have they are good. This is a good team, but let's not give them too much credit. I think I was going to say if a Bucks scrub team plays the Celtics starters, we could see a similar game. I don't know. But this game is not indicative of what the playoffs will be. That said, it feels real damn good to beat the Celtics, and I'm glad you're here with me. And by the way, tell your friend right now, because if you're listening to this in the morning, your friend's probably like trying to figure out, I want to hear Bucks talk. We got it. We got it for you. Hot Take Jake is joining us. Hot Take Jake.
My guy. It's okay to be a dick, Bart. It's a good thing to be a dick.
I getting rejected by Batteries Plus is really a new trajectory for me in my life. I just think that this is a good spot to talk Bucks, and I'm tired of running from it. This is a good. I really want to make this clear. And if anybody gets this message to anybody else that's doing Milwaukee radio, this is the message I want to get clear. You're in a position where people come to you out of habit or their car or whatever. Stop taking your listeners for granted. Stop taking them for granted, because more and more they will find new avenues, and this is one of them. So if you don't want to be afraid of me, then be better than me. That's all I'm saying. I'm really on a heater tonight. I watched 3 kids. I don't even know what's going to come out of this mouth.
I'll be honest with you. I can't remember the last time I turned on sports radio in my car after the fan went down. So it's usually you.
Speaking of that, speaking of the fan going down, I do want to. You see my ass? I hope not. I got a package in the mail today that I did not expect.
Ooh, unboxing video. Let's see it.
It's from Odyssey.
Ooh, look at that.
It says, because now I'm back in CBS Sports Radio.
Yes, you are, nationally.
Saturday, 11 to 4. It says, we are so excited you are a part of the Odyssey team. Please show us your gear on social. Follow and tag us and use the hashtag #LifeAtOdyssey. They sent me this backpack.
Ooh, you look like a tourist now.
They sent me this backpack.
Yeah, man. What a prize pack.
Huh?
I wanted to tell you, it's not a bad thing to be a dick. I remember one time I was talking to a buddy, and I just kind of in passing said, yeah, I'm kind of a dick. And then his wife interjects and goes, yeah, you are kind of a dick, but just the right amount of dick. So that's what I want to title my autobiography if I ever write it, is just the right amount of dick.
By the way, speaking of that, there's a lot of people here for Valentine's Day. Are we not having lucky Valentine's nights? I mean, clearly I'm not. I'm wearing a backpack in my basement.
If you're here for Valentine's Day, you are either single or married.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And unhappy.
No.
Just kidding. But no, I am big with the wives. We all know this.
Yeah.
That's why I logged in tonight. I wanted to get the wives going.
I played your voicemail yesterday, right? Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. But it was an honor to actually hear that somebody's wife hates me, because
voicemails, by the way, you can chime in on those. Carl's Place brings you those. 402-915-BART.
I have a question.
402-915-BART. Jay says he's married.
I have a question about Carl's Place. They don't by chance sell golf simulators, do they? Because if I needed to get one, that's amazing.
Just go to carlofet.com/Bart.
Hell yeah. No, as far as the game tonight, it's hard to say I feel good. I didn't really feel anything watching that game. Like, once I saw the injury report, I knew it was going to be a stupidly close game that was going to be annoying. It was closer than it should have been. I thought they were done once they were down 5 in overtime, but like, I'm not happy or upset with that game. It's just, it was a dumb game with, weird circumstances. And when the Bucks play them in March, they'll probably do the same thing, because it's like not showing your offense, during a preseason game for football, or you don't want to show them anything that they could use against you in the future. But I will say, it's got to be tough for the players when you lose in 7 to a team like that. Then you play a C squad. And I don't know. I feel like Boston might have some sort of psychological advantage over Milwaukee right now.
I guess I did show my ass before, didn't I?
Oh, I'm rewinding this shit. That's going to be all over the internet, buddy. Once it's on the internet, it don't go away.
Please don't do anything with it.
That happened to LeBron last week. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, all these, come on. I guess got a picture of my ass.
It's all right. Embrace it.
I blame Odyssey for that. If they didn't send me the sweet ass backpack, you would have never seen my crack.
I know that. There you go, trying to show off. Backfired. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch our boy's appearance on Pat McAfee today?
I didn't. And like a lot of the tweets that sit there and try to aggregate for him, My Sports Update and Dov Kleiman and Matt Schneidman, they all have me blocked.
Why? Why are you blocked by all these guys, man?
Because I tell them they suck.
Man, it takes a lot to block somebody. That's kind of lame.
I've blocked a lot of people. I blocked 2 people today.
Oh, well, there you go. But no, I just pictured you on like the teacups at Disney World with a miserable look on your face. Just, can I please get off this ride?
Yeah, I can't.
It's everything
you
would have thought it would be.
But well, that's the thing. That's what I wanted to say. Like tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever morning. Yeah, Wednesday. This is my Wednesday show. Because Rodgers hasn't gone on his darkness retreat yet, now they can recycle more darkness content.
Yeah, they were asking him about pooping and like
nobody wants to talk about the Bucks. My guy Zabe's talking last night that Giannis and Pat are sitting out this one. They don't care. Nobody cares.
Just like Aaron said,
they're all going to be down live at Fiserv, and they're all going to be like fighting each other for either spots at Uncle Buck's or press credentials, and they just do it to be shown. Look, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the Bucks. I'm in my basement clapping my face off when they give them the clear take foul. Like,
you were really that into this game?
I wasn't,
because it was bizarre for me. I was watching it.
I wasn't until I can't stomach losing to Boston, and then the things that would get. Sorry, I saw a comment here. Guarantee that Matt in the Falls screenshotted Bart's ass so he can kiss it more than he does on his podcast.
Wow, no. That's my guy. I'm Team Matt for sure.
Yeah, I'm Team Matt. I'm Team Jake.
Especially when he shows up on your show zooted out of his mind eating ice cream cones.
Yeah, that was a moment.
I loved your comment, like how he just like was coming in and out of realizing he was on the show.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That's what we cultivate here.
Yeah. But no, for me, it was a bizarre feeling watching this game, feeling nothing. Like maybe we are spoiled now because the Bucks are that good to where we used to live and die with regular season
like you
games.
could try to feel nothing, and I know a lot of regular season games are like that, but it's Boston. I need this win, and I could not handle. I even saw some Bucks fans like And this is why this game is, it is what it is. But I saw some Bucks fans start to doubt, like, okay, well, if we're struggling against this Boston team, then how are we going to play against, the real Boston team? And I don't think that again, this game is not indicative of the kind of series we're going to see. I just don't want Boston to get any, like they are exactly the 49ers. Everyone hypes them up. Everyone celebrates all their regular season successes all the time. And then what do? Nothing. They might get to the title game. They don't do anything there. They are paper champions. They are frauds. And I'm tired of it coming at the Bucks' expense.
How mad are you going to be when Tatum wins the MVP?
Dude, I tried to watch that game on Sunday, and Doris Burke is a problem with the Celtics. You cannot. QB Brown's the other one. Those two in the Celtics, like
it's really the 4-letter network in general. Like they love them some Boston.
All right, I'm gonna read some comments. Jake, good to see you.
All right, just real quick. I am starting my OnlyFans for the Bart Winkler Show Fan Club Wives section, so just look for me there.
Well, I don't need to start an OnlyFans if I'm just showing.
You give it for free, man.
Yeah, Jesus.
All right, love you, brother.
All right, see ya. Love you. Hot take, Jake. You guys can jump in the StreamYard. I mean, I'm happy to just ramble myself for the next 40 minutes or whatever. I'm pretty high on the Bucks here. And speaking of that, I will be sleeping comfortably tonight, thanks to my friends from happyplacehemp.com. Happyplacehemp.com. Check them out for your relaxation needs. It does look like I took something, doesn't it? I mean, my eyes are shot. Dude, I watched 3 kids tonight. And I think my wife made the mac and cheese, so she did a lot. But man, just even like, it's just tiring. I had to go to jail a bunch of times, and then I had to get jumped on, and then I had to draw shit, and then I had to like chase them. Ugh. So I need to relax tonight. Happyplacehemp.com. Promo code is Bart, and I give you the promo code because it's 25% off. So that is great, and it's every order. So if you've never gone there, I've talked about the gummies a lot, but the tinctures, the THCs, the deltas, all that. They've got the lotion, the lip balm. You could try it. Get a smaller order. Try it. 25% off. And then when you know what you want, then you can go for it and get 25% off that too. And then the next time, 25% off. So really easy to do. Happyplacehemp.com, promo code BART. Long time, Brick.
Hello. I promise I've been here. I've been listening every day, downloading every day. Just been busy with 2 kids now instead of just the one.
Hey, were you joking when you told me that about Batteries Plus?
No, I was not.
You applied to the same job?
Yeah, what was it, like the media specialist or something like that? Yeah, 100%.
And you got denied too?
Yeah, like it wasn't. I think it was late last week, not earlier.
So I beat you out?
Yeah, you lasted longer than I did.
Take that, Batteries Plus.
Or W is just below my last name, which starts with a B.
So they just like fired him off every couple of weeks?
Probably.
I don't think I properly conveyed my passion for batteries.
I mean, never mind. I have some really inappropriate jokes that I won't say over the public World Wide Web.
Well, what's up, my dude?
I was just wondering if you had any idea that the Lawston Celtics had players out today. I mean, they didn't say it a single time during the entire broadcast.
If they what?
If they had any of their starter players out tonight.
No, but that's what that speaks to how great the Celtics team is with George Hill's twin as their coach. This team, they've got the fire, they've got the tenacity. I mean, this is actually why like Tatum should be MVP, because I don't think they play that well without Tatum's motivation. People are asking if Melvin Gordon deserved a Super Bowl ring. Hell, I think Jason Tatum deserves one.
I think it's the other way. Jason Tatum is not the MVP because obviously they don't even need him to compete. Marcus Smart, they should just cut all those guys and send them into the buyout market because they don't even need them because it's a plug and play team, as they said 37,000 times.
Yeah, it's plug and play.
Plug and play,
I mean, Malcolm Brogdon, probably an all-star. Derek White. I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak out of school, but Derek White is like Man, I close my eyes for 2 seconds. I reopen them. I'm like, shit, is that Magic Johnson out there?
How does he have that large of a forehead? Like his forehead goes to like the middle of his head, goes like to back here on White.
Hey,
like, I don't understand. Like it's worse than yours, Bart, and that's saying something.
I see.
But no, I mean, other than having a heart attack when Giannis hurt his knee, I didn't see most of the first half. But that's a fun win. That's a fun win, a good game to have. And I mean, Drew's a dog, and Chris Middleton only playing exactly 25 minutes no matter what is stupid. And also not fouling at the end of games that Van Gundy said 38 times is, I don't think, the right call there. But
yeah, hey, Bart Lundy and the Panthers didn't do that, and Bart Lundy came and apologized on Twitter for not fouling up 3.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see if Bud does the same thing.
No, he'll just say execute better, be better, do better. But that's all I had, and I just wanted to chime in and say hello. And no,
well, good to see you. You're looking good. Brick wall behind you looks good.
I figured it was either this or your old basement. So.
Oh, so you get to pick based on my old banners?
Oh, I don't know. It was options. It was this one, the basement one, or just like to blur the background, and I saw it was brick, so I figured I had to.
Well, you look good, Brick. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good one. Take care. Have a good night.
All right, I'll see you. That's Brick and Dirty Stalis. Let me rip through some of the comments again. These are coming in live on YouTube. Batteries Plus doesn't know who they're missing. Yeah, I think they might. Let's see. Jacob says the Celtics ruined the game of basketball. It's just a lot of undeserving love and attention and credit. Win something. Anything. Win something. They don't win anything. And like they beat us last year. Okay, Middleton was hurt. That wasn't good. But then Grant Williams was great. Al Horford was great. And then what did they do? They sucked in the finals. And it seems like everybody roots for them. Like, okay, Northwestern basketball or football in Syracuse, like, I get it. Everyone in the media went to these places. Okay, they're gonna get their coverage. Why is that's the thing I don't get. Why Boston? Why is everyone so infatuated with Boston? Because there are a lot of media people that really overdo it. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Marky Mark says, is it safe to say Drew is our number 2 now over Middleton? What a game. Well, Drew's in the All-Star game. A lot of that's because of Middleton's injury, of course. I don't know that they would have got 3 All-Stars, though. I mean, it's not like we're the Celtics. But Middleton capped at 25 minutes again, so doesn't play overtime. Stupid. Drew was great. I know Drew had 5 turnovers. Giannis had 8. There was a while there where they were both turning it over quite a bit. It wasn't good. But Drew was great. That steal at the end, huge. 40 points for Drew tonight. 8 of 12 from 3. And, of course, those 3 big steals. Giannis with 34. 11 from 19 from the line. Started cold, as the broadcast told you. Got better as the game went on. That was huge. Nearly a triple-double. 34, 13, and 9. Brook Lopez, kind of a quiet game for him. But Grayson was all right. Carter had some big shots, but then got eaten alive on the other end. Joe Ingles, a bunch of guys contributed as they could. But the big story, of course, the big 3 did well. Middleton only getting capped at 25. Giannis playing nearly twice. Giannis played nearly twice as much as Middleton. Played 46 minutes. Holiday played 43. Middleton, I mean, I don't know what their plan was to bring him in, but I'd like to see more Middleton. I got a dark screen on Mark. Mark, are you there? Do you want to talk? Nope. All right. Thought I'd try. What else do you guys got? A win is a win. Half game back. That's from Alex. Ryan says Bucks win in spite of Ingles, slow defense, and crash trash Middleton. Nah, we ain't doing that tonight. We ain't doing that. Q says, thank goodness Drew decided to go full all-star mode tonight. Lopez and Giannis free throws were tough to overcome. Giannis making them at the end was big, but again, it was the clear path foul. And again, I'm just looking at myself on the picture. I look cooked, don't I? My eyes. I'm telling you. Like, the difference between having one kid and 0 kids is an enormous change. It's an enormous change. But being around 3 kids and 1 kid, I don't know how people do it. It's just constant chaos. And then we pick up the whole house 5 minutes later. The 2 kids sharing perfectly. Then they're not. We have like paint. We have like an easel that he can draw on and stuff. And there's paint he can use. We never use it. And they're all closed, like hermetically sealed. Somehow that got open. Couch is ruined. I mean, it's crazy. The Badgers are in action. I guess Jawan was getting teed up. They're playing Michigan. How are they doing? All right, they're up 4 with 5 minutes to go. I'm not too concerned. Jerry, I got this Odyssey backpack on. He says, think of how easy it'll be to take swag out of the 1250 studios with that slick backpack as cover. I got to be honest, Jerry, everything I've wanted in that building I've already stolen. And then some. What are some of the more recent comments? Let Mids get all the rest he can before the playoffs. He's too fragile to risk it. Midwest Ballers. No. I want him playing more. I want him playing, but then again, I also want I gotta really hammer down how much I want these guys to play. Because I want Middleton to play a bunch, but I want Mamu to be out there. I want Beauchamp to play. I want some of these guys to play. Coffee for Favre says Joe Ingles Matador defense. Yeah. Jeff says Bart looks like he's about to get his ass kicked with a skateboard in the movie Kids. Joe says that shot by Drew to end the third was a game changer. Ryan says, is Bart between 5th and 6th period? Are we in the commons? All right, I'll take my backpack off. How do you do, fellow kids? The shot by Drew was big because I think the Celtics just made one right before that. Did they not at the end of the third? And then Drew hit it from beyond the logo. And that was great. And that did, I like that there was like 5 different times after Drew made a shot, including one I thought he got fouled on late after that steal where he's just like, I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm me. Can't stop me. I'm just being me. You're trying to play against me? That's the kind of vibe I got. And there was one where AJ Green looked like he was crying tears of joy. I think it was the Drew 3. He was like, I had to Google face image that it was AJ Green. I forgot about AJ Green. Andrew says Bart kind of looks like he might be the guy who carjacked Tim too soon. Yeah, no, but I also do not. I do not. There was one other good tweet or text that I want to hear. Andrew, he says it was nice to watch a Bucks Celtics game without all the flopping with Smart and Brown out. That was another thing too. Yeah, you got to watch some decent basketball, I suppose. I mean, it was a good game. Again, national televised game. It's against the Celtics. The main thing in this game is if there is, and I don't know how hard these teams fight for home court. I think they want it, but they also don't. Like, so many teams are resting. LeBron sets the record. I mean, they're resting. They're not even in the playoffs. Is LeBron selling merch of like the number of points that he currently has? Is that why he's sitting on that number for 3 games? Why is he not playing? Play. They need you. You improved your team. You have a playoff run possible. What are you doing? So that's weird. I also think that I completely forgot what I was talking about. Completely forgot. I was talking about Elon Musk being all over my Twitter because of the algorithm. I was talking about that. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. Sam Hauser had a big 3-point shot. Bucks don't foul in that situation. Okay. I mean, if you're going to make that kind of shot, you're going to make that kind of shot. I think we're all at the point where you foul the 3-point shooter, right? I mean, Bart Lundy apologized that he didn't the other night. They, of course, lost. Bud's team goes on to win. Oh, with the Celtics, it's important to get that home court advantage if it comes into play. I don't know how hard these teams try for it until there's like a week left and like, oh, okay, we can. But then even then, I don't know. Remember last year it was like, oh, who's ducking the nets? So that was kind of weird. But I don't want Bucks fans. I guess I don't want Bucks fans. I talk about Celtics fans a lot, but I don't want Bucks fans to think that they're less than. Like, this was a mediocre B squad Celtics team. And I thought the tweet from Ty Windish, who I mentioned earlier, was great. He said, Bucks are trying to skip class and get a C on the final tonight, and I hate it. And I think that's a good way to put it. Spark Guy, get in here. Let me rest my voice for a second.
Well, I was not going to talk out of turn. I heard you say you forgot what you were talking about, so that's why I thought I could jump. I did not watch the game. I missed it. I was helping with the kids' basketball, but it sounds like I don't know. Did we learn anything, or is it just you have to win because nobody's playing? I don't know. My conceptions are still the same perceptions about both teams. I don't know. I think people underestimate what it meant to not have Middleton last year. They still took him 7 games. People forget too about that game 5 in Boston. That was such an epic win if they would have won the series. So I'm not too concerned. Are people concerned? I haven't heard the first part of this. Are people worked up that it went to overtime, or what's the deal?
Oh, well, the first part of this show, I spent 10 minutes talking about how nobody knows how to cover the Bucks in this town. So that was, that was typical me. No, I don't like the game. It was good because, okay, if there's a tiebreaker, now they've only played 3 times. So I think it's March 30th was the other game. See when that is, but March 30th is Thursday night. Totally be live for that one, obviously. So that'll be like, you want game 7 at home, all that kind of stuff. That aside, first of all, it was a competitive game and they won in a fun way. So we're going to celebrate that, regular season or playoffs or not. And then it's just the thing with if the Celtics would have won with that team, I think there would have been an overreaction to how deep and good the Celtics are. And there still might be, but also there would have been an overreaction to, oh, if the Bucks can't beat this team, how are they going to beat the real Celtics? When none of that conversation should matter, because when they get to the playoffs, it will be late May, and it will not be that Celtics team. And the Bucks will have different guys. They'll have guys healthy, and Jay and Bobby. And so what we saw tonight, you shouldn't even care about it. You shouldn't even look at it when you get to the playoffs. I think more than anything, they won a fun game, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah. I was more shocked, not to pivot too hard on you, but I was more shocked when you said the Badgers were up 5-4 with 5 minutes left and you felt good about it. Do you think they're going to hold on? It does not look good here. They're only up a couple.
Oh, if I said I felt good about it, that might have just been a stalling tactic. I don't feel anything about it, for I do not care.
Are you so far into that gummy or whatever you took that you're not feeling a lot, or did you not take it yet? Your sleepy one.
I did not take the gummy yet.
Okay.
I'll take it. It depends how my DraftKings are going tonight and when I'm going to take it. Do I need to stay up and watch? Should I go to bed? Hey, it's the Eurostep Podcast Network. Hey, go Bucks. Yeah, I shouted you guys out. You're like one of the few people around here that can talk about this team.
I think they're fine. It sounds like I didn't see the gameplay. I was having to follow it on my phone, but it sounds like Grayson was in critical minutes and he made some plays too, right? I mean, he hit some shots. He made some stuff.
I'm glad he's still on this team. We all wanted him out of here.
Yeah. So I don't know. Feels like something to be pretty good. The one thing I did want to jump on and ask you though was, do you think this is it for guard? I don't know if you've touched on it as much lately, but do you think he's done? Do you think he's gonna get run out of town, or do you think he's sticking around?
Like if they miss the tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do anything with him. Not this year. I don't know like what kind of urgency Chris McIntosh is going to feel.
I feel like he will. And I don't necessarily think, even if I agree with it, but I feel like he might be on the outside. Where's Tim Shea, by the way? He's the one to ask, right? He's the big Badger guy. He's the one that.
The link. He said, I'm out drinking. I don't think I can join tonight unless you really need me.
Really? But that it's always good. He's out drinking with McGuire, so you can the McGuire can talk in the background. It's like Belling and that Paul guy, right? Like McGuire, you hear in the background, right?
Yeah. I've never listened to Belling a day in my life, but
you are just a whatchamacallit. Oh gosh. The guy you always impersonate. Now I'm slipping my mind. How can I forget?
I like certain radio. I really like the 12 to 3 window on WTMJ. I'm just Wagner.
That's all. I don't have much else. I just wanted to ask you about the Badger thing, but it doesn't feel right. Bucks will be fine. I'm still just real confident on the Bucks. They look so good lately. They're going to be healthy. I feel really good about them. And the other thing I was going to say is it's always fun though. I go to a lot of Bucks games. I watch a decent amount of them, but there's a night like tonight where you just are looking at your phone and following it when you can. People really upset with Bud too. So I always love that, to not really have the context of exactly what they're seeing. Apparently he didn't foul, but then there's a couple other things that he did that were really dumb. But it seems like the anti-Bud train is really picking up. Is that fair? Like people are really getting upset again.
Well, I think people have been. I mean, we won in spite of him.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody thinks Bud is good.
Yeah. So it's consensus. So then I got to like craft something up to be on his side, because that's kind of all I do, right? Like, so.
All right, buddy.
Take care, buddy. See ya.
Smart guy. Good stuff. As I'm broadcasting, when you guys come into the waiting area, I can see a little tiny version of you, and I see Tony in Texas there, and it looked like you were talking to someone, but then I realized that you just have a mirror next to you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Tony's got a Valentine's Day day number 2.
No. Hey, no.
What happened?
Oh, date number 2 is Friday.
No Valentine's Day?
No Valentine's Day. Like Spark guy had a little basketball practice. No, just watch the fourth quarter of the Bucks, which that's fine. That's good. Hey, and if you can coach an NFL team to 9 wins, I can coach the Bucks to 55 wins and a second round appearance in the playoffs.
Well, you're busting your kid. You're not even letting your kids go out on Valentine's Day.
Oh no, we're all business. It's all business, Bart. This basketball, I'm all invested in.
So you watched the fourth quarter though?
I watched the fourth quarter. I was watching a little bit. They had the game on at the gym.
Overtime.
I saw bits and pieces of the game, and I got, first of all, I'm going to start with the good. I love Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday has been a godsend. All the draft picks they gave up for him has worked out. Yes, he gets a little careless with the ball sometimes, but Drew Holiday, better than advertised. He's a better player than what I thought he was 3 years ago. All right. Giannis, great player, low IQ. This is the lowest IQ veteran team in the league, Bart.
What?
Low IQ, man. Some of these stupid plays that they make, and then the offensive fouls, that doing this stuff like he's like a rookie still, doing it to Dunleavy. I'm like, what are you doing, man? The plays that Giannis makes I just don't get some of the things that he does. I don't know if it's because he didn't grow up with basketball or what. And you can disagree all you want, but I'm right.
What are you talking about?
Giannis, man, he just does stupid stuff. Does stupid
like
stuff.
What?
I just told you, an offensive foul, it was I think a 2-point game. He goes and just drills a guy off his shoulder. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm talking about the Bucks, and they're not going to beat the Celtics if they play like this. This is why you got to take this seriously, man. The Bucks are not better than the Boston. Are you taking a gummy or something? Why are you overheating?
No, I'm like,
am I making your ears melt or something?
I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I'm telling you, the Bucks have got some issues if they're going to beat. They got to play better against Boston. You're playing against Boston's C team, and you almost lost.
Matt says, who let Popeye the Sailor in here? Q says,
You guys are funny.
yeah, where's your little olive oil tonight?
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you on that Boston media train.
Tony's alone using olive oil tonight is the problem.
Ooh. I've used gun oil before. Not, anyway. Bart, I cannot stand that Boston media either. And I used to be a Simmons.
Listen to this. I just saw this. ESPN, NBA on ESPN tweet. The Celtics second string took the Bucks to OT and nearly won.
Yeah.
And then stats of White, Brogdon, and Muscala. Oh, good job.
Right.
Put that new category, wins, losses, and nearly wins. So the Bucks, we thought they were a half game back. They're actually 3/4 of a game back because the Celtics have one more nearly won than us.
Yeah, and I know I came in a little hot and bothered about the Bucks, but I will say this: they probably didn't give their best effort in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Damn, we got a game here."
Well, I thought Ty's tweet was great. He said the Bucks are trying to skip class and get a C on the final. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I mean that's our dream, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so tell me about that job you didn't get.
Batteries Plus.
Yeah. Well, what happened there?
It was a social media specialist job. And I applied with my resume. I got to be honest with you guys. I've probably sent out 300 resumes. And there's been like 3 of the jobs that I would be like, okay, I would want that.
Right.
I do have an iron in the fire, so to speak.
Okay. Channel 12?
No, I just do that to be with Dario. Q says Popeye is right. I'll give you a hamburger today for, I don't know how it goes. Buck shot selection in crunch time is questionable during the regular season.
Yeah, and Q, thank you. And also, Mike, I got to thank Mike the Painter on this tweet. Mike the Painter tweeted out, why is Drew Holiday taking the ball out with 3 seconds when he's the one that's been on fire? It made no sense. That's Coach Bud right there. I don't get it. And then not to foul, and you mentioned this before, not to foul with a simple math. Even Jason Kidd would have known this. Foul. Don't let him get the shot off. I don't get that philosophy. I will say this. If he did this now and he changes his philosophy for the playoffs, okay, it was worth it. Yeah, but I mean, Hauser, that was a crazy shot, but these are NBA players and they can make crazy shots.
Here, Name just posted this. One, Gabe Stoltz, who I mentioned earlier, says, Bud says Giannis banged knees. The report is positive about his knee. All right, so here's Bud on if he wanted Chris to foul Hauser. We do different things end of game. The catch and shoot coming out of that is probably what I'll do it as, Bud. We do different things end of game. The catch and shoot coming out of that is probably what they're looking for. And defended everything well. Defended the screens. He gets it at half court. It's a 30-foot or whatever. There's different things that we'll do. Credit to Hauser making the shot. Chris did exactly what we asked him to do. Just fortunate to find a way to win it in overtime. So basically, he didn't answer the question.
No. And if that was the plan, then shame on Bud, which it sounds like it was. And I thought Chris Middleton played good defense, but let's do the simple math here. If he makes both free throws, you're going to get the rebound and get fouled again.
I thought Bud played well, or Bud, I'm Bud. I don't care. I thought.
What are you drinking? Crown and Coke?
Me?
Yeah.
Crown and Captain.
Okay. Hey, I gotta talk about the Brewers.
I'm not inebriated in any way. I made a tall boy. I've probably had this much of it.
Oh, we'll be talking.
I'm not even down to the DraftKings. Do you know why I have this?
You probably won something.
No, I spent so much money with them. One day there was a DraftKings Yeti and a nice jacket on my doorstep. They just sent me shit.
It's good. It's good to get a package when you come home. Hey, I got to mention this about the Brewers real quick. They're taking this shit to a new level, man. Not to pay Corbin Burns. I mean, and then they're getting, I don't mind the government helping out the Brewers, fine. To help our public schools. But, to not pay Corbin Burns, I mean, that is just a bad precedent to set.
Well, I think apparently sometimes the player says, or no, the team says first. And so Burns might have said his number second.
Okay.
So Burns might be jobbing. Joe immediately says, no, Brewers. Aaron says, Brewers are a joke.
They're right. But it pissed me off. I mean,
all right. I do want to say about the Brewers, there's that story that, they might get some money from the state.
Right.
I'll talk about that tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to say on it. It's just, you get a story like this, it intersects sports with politics, it's just weird. It's not, there's no matter what, 90% of the people are going to be unhappy about it. It's not even like, oh, alienate half your audience. It's not even that kind of thing. It's the decision, whatever happens, will piss off 90% of people.
Well, it won't. We're all sports fans and Brewers fans that listen to you. So I don't care.
Well, we want the Brewers to stay, so we'll like it.
Yeah, we all want the Brewers to stay. So I don't care who the governor is, whatever. We don't want him to move. So
he says Admirals talk over Brewers. Wow.
Oh, wow. All right.
Oh, I'll save that for tomorrow's show then. And by the way, Infrastructure Week continues on Thursday's show.
Bill Michaels.
No. This is a deep ass cut.
Oh, Pharrell.
No, but in that era. Seth Everett.
Oh, Seth Everett. Super fan of Prince and Marvel books or Marvel movies, I think.
We talked some Marvel. I already talked to him. It's in the can.
Seth Everett.
But I told him Infrastructure Week.
All right.
And I told him, I should just say this, but I told him, because it was a one-sided feud. Like, he didn't know that I would always shit on him before Bill's show. How could he? And I said, Seth, I always did an impression of you before you would go on Bill's show to tease the show. You'd be like, oh, what'd you say? I go, okay, I'm going to say this, but please don't leave. I want you to stay and talk to me. I'd go, yeah, I was talking to Ken Griffey Jr. We talked about how much baseball sucked, and Prince agreed. So this is a deep-ass cut.
Good
deep cut, but
good.
Seth Everett on the show on Thursday.
I like it. That's a good one, Bart. And lastly, Bart, I will say the love life is picking up. I might have met Miss Tony in Texas. We'll see.
On one date?
I could tell right away. I was in love in 5 minutes.
Did she reciprocate?
Yeah. It was good. Yeah.
No, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm not, she's a classy woman. So we'll see. Date number 2, Friday night. I'll give you an update next week.
Yeah, leave me a voicemail on that so I have it for Monday. Oh, no. Sunday night we'll be live. We'll be live Sunday after the All-Star game.
I will say this online dating bullshit, be glad you're married. Because I met this one through a friend.
I am glad.
Yeah. Your wife is a saint. But anyway, I went out with a girl twice. I swear she used me for sushi and drinks both times. That was it.
Did you guys pork?
No, she just wanted to eat and drink and be done with it. No, anything.
Well, you should look at that as you're getting to experience more conversation, and it's helping you grow as a person.
Right. No Packer talk, no Rodgers talk.
And it's another girl for you to think about when you're with your wife.
There you go. Got to have that bank alive, right, Bart? I want to know who's in your bank.
I'm just kidding.
Bart, who's in your bank?
Who's in my bank?
Is it the girl from you know what kind of bank I'm talking about?
Yeah, my bank invested in crypto. We got nothing in there, bud.
Okay. All right. Hey, Bucks get the win. We'll take it, and then we'll have Rodgers talk next week. That should be finalized.
I'd rather die.
Okay. Well, please don't die, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you, Tony.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm going to try to live my life, it's got to be to finish at least this package of Omaha steaks that I was talking to Seth Everett, and he's like, one thing with the podcast is when you do reads, you got to make sure that it sounds natural. And you don't have to make it sound like a radio read. You don't have to. And then I just go into Straight radio read. This Valentine's Day, I'll do it like I'm just ad-libbing. Man, this Valentine's Day, I gotta tell you, Tony's talking about loved ones and stuff, and I think what Tony needs to do is maybe Tony shouldn't, go out to dinner. Maybe he should just fall in love with flavor. Maybe that's the flavor he's looking for. The flavor of the delectable dishes and tantalizing taste from Omaha Steaks with their Love at First Bite sale. Ooh, shit. Valentine's Day, new sale. Forget I said that. Hail to the Chief of Steaks. Enjoy presidential savings on Omaha Steaks favorites, including tender steaks, ocean fresh seafood, air chilled chicken, and more during their President's Day sale. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BART, B-A-R-T, at checkout. Get $30 off your order. That's $30 off an endless variety of delicious gourmet foods. From perfectly aged tender steaks to juicy burgers. Use BART at checkout. Omaha Steaks. Quick, make up an Omaha Steaks song to the tune of My Heart Will Go On. No. No. The flavor can touch you one time and last for a lifetime. My meat will go on. You're here. There's nothing I fear. Tenderloins or jumbo franks. They make tenderloins big enough that Jack could have jumped on one and not drowned. Dance? No, we're done. See a doctor? I did 2 weeks ago because I thought I was dying. Some of my numbers are up. Surprise. Cholesterol up. The LDLs, the HDLs, they're all up. But they're still really good. They're up a little bit, but they're still really good. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I made him give me every test. My arm was like, still hurts. The Badgers won? So where does that put them? Do they need a tourney run or what's going on? Just checking Twitter. See what's up. All right. I kind of hit a wall. I'm running out of steam. What else did I want to mention? I'm going to save anything Rodgers. I do want to talk a little Rodgers for the next show because everybody seems to be on the trade Rodgers bandwagon. And it's, well, the Packers kind of want Aaron Rodgers to make that decision for them, which I get what they're doing, but they just need to do it. They just need to sack up and do it. Just get rid of them. Just do it. So I'll talk about that. The Brewers thing got a lot of people riled up. Anything Brewers does gets people riled up. They are very toxic right now. And yet Pacoda's got them at 87 wins to win the division. So we'll see how that goes. And then Seth Everett. Seth Everett will join us on Thursday. So good stuff. I had fun tonight. Very excited about the win. Got a little full of myself in the beginning, but it's not even that. It's a low bar. It's a low bar. Not a lot of people can talk Bucks. You know what I would really love to do? I would love to take every person that is on Milwaukee radio full time and put $1,000 on the line and say, if you can name 10 guys on the roster, I'll give you $1,000. Which Milwaukee radio guys do you think could do it? Which guys do you think could name 10? 10 guys. They'd go Giannis, Chris, Drew, Jay Crowder because he just got here, probably Grayson, Pat, Brooke, Bobby. That's 8. Any more? I don't know. I'd be curious to know. How will they know? Michael Redd, Todd Day, Eric Murdoch, or Sonny Ilyasova. Wasn't he a buck like 6 times? Andrew Bogut. Thanasis. They might get Thanasis. So that'd be 9. Maybe they could do it. I don't know, though. It'd be interesting. All right. We are back on Thursday. Guys, thanks for being here. I know it's Valentine's Day, but it's Valentine's Day. It ain't Valentine's night. It's Valentine's Day. It's Bucks night. So thanks for being here. Tell your friends. I really do appreciate it. The tease of all teases, Seth Everett on tomorrow's show.